yourself?
I'm great, thanks.
How are you?
What's up, bro?
Stanley, how are you, ma'am? How you doing?
Hey, you want to see something?
I totally want to see something. Oh, you got your colored pencils? Nice. Who's that, Pete the cat? He's so cool. He's tie-dyed. Nice. Oh, he likes to rock out.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired. I was really wanted to stay home. So I couldn't. And I was like, no, don't do it. Why is this so low?
Oh.
How do I do it?
I found it.
You have, oh, thank you, ma'am. Look at you. Smart girl. You gonna sit next to me for the meeting?
Yeah.
And then I parked where I always park.
I have one
And then
of
was
these.
like, oh, can I just go in? And then I found myself like fenced.
Guess what?
And I've like gotten myself into the event and was like trapped. I'm like, I don't know how to get out now.
What's the event?
I don't know. I saw a sign about Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, but it's a private event.
Like, where did you park?
right by the Ting. Like that one, what that one-way street is.
Right.
I have one of these.
You have one of those? What is that called? A gavel. Are you gonna be a judge when you grow up? No? How was London's birthday? Did you dress up fancy for London's birthday dinner? Where'd you go eat?
I didn't know what it's called.
No? What did you eat there? Did you eat something fancy?
I got mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Was it delicious?
No. It tastes kind of different.
Yeah. Wasn't your kind. What's your favorite mac and cheese?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't have a favorite place you like mac and cheese from?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Do you like how they always, like every single one's kind of got a crunchy top?
Guess what?
What?
I did the cookie and the ice cream, and it tasted like a cookie vanilla ice cream.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Look what?
I see. That's very good coloring. I got to do some coloring the other day. It was really great. At work.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue.
Pink?
Yeah, what's your favorite color?
Pink and purple.
Pink and purple. Okay.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Okay, does that mean I get to help color Pete? Let's see. I'll color his collar. Are we having this meeting?
We'll see, I guess.
Well,
Wait, you want to see his shoes?
I know.
I mean, Earl's not coming.
Right.
If Miss Alice was coming, she'd be here.
Um,
Laura has to teach till 6:15 and then ride her bike somewhere.
Look at his
And get on a
shoes.
computer, like, so she's not coming in person.
Look at his shoes.
And, oh, those are beautiful. And then I don't have time either, so I don't. So I'm just
Where is
wondering.
my dad?
Where is your dad? I don't know.
Make sure that when it takes my color pencil.
Okay, I'll make sure.
Ah!
Where's the box to them stuff?
They don't have them.
It does too, I can see it.
Oh, yeah, it's all the way up there. I forgot it. Ow. Ow. Ah. I have 3 more left. I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Color.
I'll color this tree while you're gone.
Okay. This is right in the corner.
Yeah?
Yep.
What's he doing out there? Talking? Yeah, so I guess we have to be 4 in person and a forum, right?
yeah, I just texted.
Yeah. How do I? This chair is so heavy.
It's so heavy.
Javier says he'll be here in like a minute or 2, so we'll at least have 4.
Yeah. Javier says he'll be here in a minute or 2.
And then Laura is coming.
No,
Virtual.
she's gonna join virtually. She just class till 6:15 and she's gonna ride a bike somewhere and
I saw that.
get on a computer. So this is.
Okay. No, Miss Washington?
Doesn't it? I mean, if
She
she was
usually
coming,
is.
should have been here by now. And Earl has a church meeting.
And Mr. Sales said to take his resolutions off. We'll do those at the next meeting.
Hey.
So
Okay.
what are we doing?
Kathleen's annual plan presentation.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna click.
Oh, you need the green back? Okay. I need to stop color.
No, you can't stop.
I can't stop. Okay.
Inside the what?
Wow.
Look at that owl. What's his name?
Take your
Hooty
time.
hoo.
Take your time.
Have you seen Hooty Hoo? Like, I don't know if you, we're an outcast family, and Big
I've
Boy
seen Hooty Hoo.
has owls, and I mean, his wingspan is like 6 feet. Hooty Hoo is spectacular. I love owls.
I colored one.
Good job.
Did you all park in the garage?
No,
parked
I
across the street.
parked at the event.
So that, yeah, I was nervous that they would tell me, so I parked in the garage. Michael, would you happen to have any garage, tickets?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I sure hope they don't tell me. I'm gonna.
Well, if it's within an hour, it's free.
Yes.
Look at his
If it's an hour, it's
Look,
free,
look at
yeah.
his
This
face.
shouldn't be over an
Pink
hour.
and purple, pink and purple.
Pink and purple,
In
pink and
fact,
purple.
well, we can't.
Black and
we
yellow,
can't start
black
with
and
three.
yellow. Do
We
you know that
can.
song?
If we take the voting items off, right?
Yeah.
We don't have any
There's
voting
no voting
items.
items. It's just Kathleen. Can you text Kathleen to come up?
Yellow and it actually makes purple.
It does. Purple and yellow makes purple.
No, red and blue.
Red and blue makes purple. That's right.
Oh, the color is yellow.
Okay. Mr. Sun.
All right.
Mr. Gold.
Color people.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Are we supposed to be quiet?
Talk about.
There we go. There's Javier. What's up, bro? Welcome.
Ah, and how do you do this? You
Welcome,
try to get-
Commissioner
you try to
Javier.
get phone.
We're going to officially call this meeting to order. Ms. Carey, would you like to do a roll call, please?
Sure. Commissioner Redalis,
Present.
Commissioner Payne,
Here.
Commissioner Wicks,
Here.
Commissioner Bellamy,
Here.
Commissioner Goldblatt, Commissioner Washington, Commissioner Wicks, Hicks.
All right. Well, being that we have 4 of us here, and then Commissioner Goldblatt will be joining online, we have a quorum, so we'll move forward. We will start the meeting with a quick moment of silence. All right, thank you. We're actually going to be removing items 2 and 3, resolutions 1482 and 1483 from this agenda, and they'll be present on the regular board meeting, which will take place in 2 weeks here in council chambers. With that being said, we also wanted to acknowledge our attorney, Ms. Delphine Carnes, as well as Mr. John Sells, our executive director, who's feeling a little under the weather but joining us online. The only item that we have on our agenda today is the annual plan presentation, which will be taking place by the incomparable, lovely, wonderful Kathleen Glenn Matthews, Deputy Executive Director of the Charlottesville Redevelopment Housing Authority. Thank you, Ms. Kathleen, and we will turn it over to you.
All right, thank you for all that. Okay, let me just pull up the presentation real quick. It was the one that was in your packet.
Yes, ma'am.
It's kind of exciting this year. We don't have anyone who's brand new to the annual plan. So I'm going to try to keep, things a little shorter this year. Everyone here was part of working on the mission and vision last year, which is great continuity. So I am in the process right now of working with our resident advisory board on the annual plan. And I'm going to just go over with you our calendar, some of the priorities that have come up in the meetings we've been having, and just a discussion about goals and next steps.
Okay.
So just as a refresher, the annual plan is a list of goals, our policies. We need to work on it every year. It's really important for the agency as a whole and a requirement of HUD. It is due at the beginning of the year for us. And having this plan and working on these goals is a really good exercise for us as well to just keep us on track with what we need to be focusing on. So the major steps of the process, as I said before, are meetings with the resident advisory board. We ask them for thoughts and comments. We do things a little bit differently. We don't prepare the plan first and then talk to the RAB. Instead, we start meeting in the summer with the RAB and just talking about the whole process as we're getting ready to do our draft. Once we post the draft
I'm
at the
sorry,
end of
for those who may be listening or the recording, GRAB is an acronym for,
Resident Advisory Board.
thank you.
Once we've posted the plan around the end of October, we will have public meetings, and following that, we will have a public hearing for the plan, after which we'll ask the board to approve a resolution. And after that, we submit it to HUD. Traditionally, it's been submitted via email. This year, it's a brand-new portal, so we're eager to get things turned in a timely fashion. There's various certifications that come with the annual plan. They're consistent with what we've had in the past couple of years. They've just, some of the forms have been updated. We have to get a form approved by the city manager that usually goes through the Office of Community Solutions, and occasionally they give us feedback on suggestions they have as well. We have areas where our chair will sign it, as well as our executive director. And this year, our chair will be signing on a portal, so I'll help set that up as we get a little bit closer. This is our agenda that we've been working on since April. I went to a FAR board meeting in April, and we just discussed kind of what the process would be for kicking things off this year. We didn't have to start quite as early because it was just an annual, not a 5-year plan. In July, we had our kickoff meeting, and we had a quick refresher for anyone who was new, because we did have a lot of new people joining us, especially with our partners at FAR. In August, we really started digging into things a little bit more and hearing a lot more feedback from the group. We started talking a lot about policy and different things that were going to be changing over the year. At our meeting that we had in September, we started really encouraging everyone to be reviewing our current goals that started as of April 1st. And we started talking about what the focus items were for the group for any new outcomes or goals. And then at that meeting, we also talked to the group about actually taking what they had and putting it into a goal, which I'll show you in just a moment. We're going to be trying to post this plan no later than the 28th of this month. I'm looking to get a rough draft to FAR within about a week. I'm just waiting for a few progress notes to get finished on our side. They just wanted more time, as they have a lot of new staff this year. Public meetings will start in November after we post it. We're looking at having a series of meetings, which I'll share in just a moment. All notes that happen, all comments at these meetings will be part of the actual document. And then, as I said before, we'll be submitting this via a portal after we get a resolution from you all. So these are the dates that we came up with to have public meetings. We're still talking about the possibility of different locations and places. Instead of on-site, we might even consider having a meeting at FAR. We haven't locked down the locations yet, but we will within the next 2 weeks. We're looking at, usually the board doesn't have their December board meeting because of the holidays, so we were looking at the board work session to be the date of the hearing and hopefully the board approving a resolution for the annual plan.
Okay.
And that has kind of been the traditional time we've done it.
Right.
If something should come up, there is a little bit of time built in.
Okay.
So these are the focus items that we've been talking about over the summer and the past few months. A lot of conversations around education. Education about policy, education about new programs, education around new subsidy. So we're looking at developing different systems for onboarding not only our staff, but individuals who are participants in our programs, whether they're moving into a property we own or they're going out into the community with a voucher. So this was a draft goal that the group worked on together. We were looking at putting it in place of the goal where we had talked about purchasing software for case management, as we have done that and have completed that. Many of our goals on the annual plan are almost all the goals on the annual plan are not changing because we set some pretty lofty goals last year. We did a complete overhaul, and we still are ongoing with almost everything on the list. So the group wanted to talk about developing educational opportunities for our subsidy programs. They wanted to talk about how this would be taught. They wanted to talk about partners being involved in the process. So this is what they pulled together. FAR has a copy of this, and I'm still waiting for some feedback, but I just wanted to share this with the group. And this might get a few more edits before the final draft. I just need to get some more feedback. I'm hoping to get it at the FAR board meeting on Monday night. These are some other areas we talked about. Most of these things we have been talking about before, disaster preparedness planning, which is also, Mr. Sales has made that part of our SOPs, which is really great to tie into everything. Self-determined services, how we're gonna take the needs we hear and the needs we see in assessments and actually listen to what residents are asking for and bring those programs to fruition. The 3-year transition to a trauma-informed housing agency. This is going to be a big process. We're looking at first doing the research around that with our core certification and development of the eviction diversion program that we talked about at the last meeting. Yeah. And with this, we're also going to be, looking at training for staff on how to conduct surveys, training on how to understand the data that comes back. And then looking at how we take that information and apply it. So we have also had a lot of conversation, and Mr. Sales has been working closely with legal aid and FAR on this around policies around preservation of rights with redevelopment. That is something that is happening, and we wanted to commit it as a goal as well. Increased education around leases. Some of the resident service coordinators have already started working on some outlines for education programs. I think we're going to kick it off with one about housekeeping. And we're going to be looking at doing a whole series that will be recorded and happening throughout the year. We are having a lot of conversations around the nonprofit launch. We're not quite sure yet on timelines, but we wanted to make sure that we're talking to our partners and our stakeholders about this process and what the mechanisms will be. I just want to talk about cores. I keep mentioning it.
I'm
sure.
One quick question. Do you know what the holdup is with on the non-contest clause from the city's perspective?
Well, I wasn't sure if the board had talked yet to city council. We have to get approval for starting a nonprofit.
Right.
And
But
then
we've done all the preliminary work.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, we were gonna start working on the no contest clause and some of the.
Has that been presented to the city yet? Because I don't think it has.
No.
It hasn't. Nothing's gotten to city council.
Right.
Okay.
So maybe that could be something that we would suggest to get on the November, probably the second meeting in November, if the agenda is it, because I know if the first meeting is probably shot.
To be honest, if it's on the 6:30 agenda, I think either date in November could work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, I know Mr. Sells is listening, but Ms. Carey, Mr. Sells, and Ms. Cliff Matthews, could you all make a note to send a communication to City Manager Sanders, and then I'm assuming copy Commissioner Payne on it, and request that if we can have the preliminary meeting to get this on the agenda for the first meeting in November, because it should be pretty straightforward. Would this require 2 readings? I don't know. In terms of
I don't know,
yeah,
but
I don't
if
know.
it did, we would probably be able to waive it if 4/5 of council wanted to do it on one reading. So,
Yeah.
and I would guess it would not be controversial. So,
I think the council has their hand raised.
Ma'am?
Yes, good afternoon. This is Delphine Carnes. I just wanted to say that if it's helpful, I can work with John Sales and Kathleen to prepare a proposed draft of the City Council resolution that would approve the creation of the entity by CRHA, and we can provide additional materials if City Council or the City Manager would like us to. So I'm happy to work with John and Kathleen on that separately if you would like me to.
Okay. Is that expensive? Just kidding, Duffy. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. All right.
No, Chairman, no. It's not expensive.
Right. She is worth every penny. No, in all seriousness, I'm fine with that, commissioners. I don't know. The commissioner. Yeah, we all agree.
Yeah,
That would
sounds
be
like
fine.
a game
But
plan.
Commissioner Payne. You cool
Yeah,
with that?
I mean, I think whenever CRHA is ready, I think the council will be ready at any point.
So maybe we can do. And I'm sorry for torpedoing your presentation, Kathleen, which you're doing a great job. Could we do this, since we have 2 weeks before our board session? Is it possible for a draft resolution to be created, and then we could review it at our meeting on the 28th? What date is our meeting? 2 weeks from.
It's,
Pulling up my calendar.
Oops, in my head. When
28th.
Yeah, 28.
Oh, I had it right. Okay, so could we see a draft on the 28th? And then we quote unquote approve, and then it would go to the, well, actually, I don't think that's enough time for the city manager to approve it, to get on the agenda, which will have to be published on the 30th.
Well, it doesn't sound like there's a time crunch, so the November 18th would be the second council meeting that month as well. That would work.
Yeah, I think that's probably more realistic for us to take a look at it on the 28th, approve it, send it to the city manager's office, and then they would probably want to mull over it for a week or so, assuming that they would also have questions, and then it could get placed on the council agenda for the 18th. Would that fit into your timeline as well,
Yeah,
Kathleen?
I don't have a
You don't have
timeline.
one?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Sells, you have any issues with that?
He got off.
Oh, we got off. Okay.
Yeah, we are not in a hurry on our end for this, so if it doesn't make that meeting, the only timeline I have is just with drafting the annual plan, but the nonprofit, we just want to make sure we do things right.
Yeah, okay. I know Laura isn't here, but Dr. Goldblatt probably would really want this to be moved. I'm speaking in the spirit of Laura right now, because she's worked really hard on the nonprofit thing. But, all right, cool. So it sounds like we got a game plan there. Sorry again for interrupting. Please continue.
No, all good stuff. All right. So CORS, I think we've talked a bit about CORS, but I just wanted to touch on it. It's something we're going to be talking about a lot this coming year as we are training staff to do surveys and conducting these surveys in order to have a certified resident service department. But they'll be looking at the whole agency and operations as well with this. We expect to probably share some more information about this probably around February, but I just wanted it to kind of get on everyone's radar.
It's good. Thank you.
All right. So the board last year drafted a new mission and vision for the Housing Authority. So a question I just wanted to pose to the board. We're working on progress notes, and it does not have to happen tonight, but I didn't know if the board was wanting to focus on anything with our mission statement or the vision statement. And I had included that in the packet.
Okay. Yeah, I see that there's progress notes.
And as I said, this does not need to happen
Yeah, we
tonight.
probably would need some
but
time
I was
to-
just
to
hoping for
discuss.
some feedback on that before
Okay.
the end of the month.
Okay.
Yep. So maybe the next board
The
meeting.
next board meeting? Okay.
Yep.
Thank
Right.
you.
Yep. And so next steps, I'm going to be working on getting as much as I can for the rough draft together, which I'm getting really close to our resident advisory board. We have a lot of FAR has a new executive director and a lot of new staff, so they're going to be having a educational process with legal aid to go over the whole plan. So I wanted to get them a rough draft of that so that they could use that. We're also going to be getting, have a few more opportunities for feedback with the plan as we're compiling all items. We're wanting to, as I said before, have it posted no later than the 28th. And then we'll start the hearing process following, sorry about that, we're gonna have public meetings and then the hearings. We'll be working with everyone to get everything signed and certified. We're also gonna be posting everything on our website. There'll be hard copies in every office. And we always make it available to any resident advisory board member to have a hard copy if they wish. So that's what I have. What questions do you all have for me?
I don't have any. Commissioners, you all have any? We'd like to thank you for a fantastic presentation,
All right.
Madam Deputy Executive Director. So that concludes that portion.
Can I make two
You may.
announcements?
Please.
So one announcement, Prolific is going to partner with City of Promise and host our Halloween Spectacular at Jenkins Park on October 27th, starting at 1 o'clock. And we are also working on doing a costume drive as part of that. And then the CRHA Trunk or Treat is going to happen on the 31st. And so candy can be dropped off the West Haven Center, and Prolific will have at least one car. Wes is going to drive it with a skeleton in the front seat to hand out candy, or maybe it'll be me and Littles. But regardless, we've got some fun things coming up for the children, and the one will be the day before our next board meeting, so I wanted to make sure everybody was aware.
Lord, I've been extorted for candy, and now I've been told that I will be driving a vehicle. So much fun.
I mean, I'm here to help you.
Amen. All right. Thank you so much. What a great deputy chair you are. You are just a gem.
You are welcome.
We have any comments from FAR or the public?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Just wanted to note we do have a pop-up voter registration drive that is going to be happening this Saturday at Crescent Halls. We've been having some great success around that. So that one was just added, so that is going to be there. And also just the notes of the fall festivals that are going to be starting. October the 25th will be the first day at 6th Street. So those are the only comments that I have for right now.
Thank you so much, and we appreciate our partners at FAR. If there aren't any other comments from the commissioners. Another special shout out to John and Kathleen. They went out to Riverside on Tuesday, passed out, I was about to say candy, but breakfast items to all of the young folk, and that concluded all of our sites. So really appreciate you all for putting that together and the hard work that went into all of that. So much appreciated. And I think that concludes our meeting. If there's not anything else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion moved by Commissioner Payne. All in favor?
Bye.
All right. Thank you all. Good night.
I've only told Little, so I was like, I feel like you have the perfect car. And he's like, which car? I'm like, the green car. He's like, not my truck? I'm like, no. That's not a good car.
Well, it's high though. You could just
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I guess,
But
yeah,
it's-
but the green one.
car's more fun.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Yeah, although I have this like